Hello everyone, I am Squallcasting, continuing to bring you coverage of the clan war between DarkOnyx and Samurai Faith. Here we do have Praetorian, the winner of the last game. He has now taken 2 games for DarkOnyx. Samurai Faith has chosen to throw out Yummylicious. And it looks like we're still having some lag. But yeah, Yummylicious, he is a Diamond Protoss. Wait a sec, who played in the last game? The last game was yeah, okay. So, yeah, gonna be a PvP. Have to see what happens. And looks like it's like not the MLG map again, because there's rocks. Oh, this is Elnaga Towers. Wow, I haven't seen a game on here in actually forever. This is such an old map. Still a pretty good map, though, I would argue. Not the best ever, but, yeah, I mean, I think these since this is the start of the game, I'm going to do some map analysis. Like, the one thing about it is these watchtowers do allow you to see, like, if you have both of them, you can see every single ground attacking line. And I don't think that's really good, because while I like the idea of watchtowers, they shouldn't be able to let you see 100% of everything. And what's this? Proxy gate. Oh, yeah. So, Praetorian, throwing out a pylon home, just going, oh, I forgot to make my pylon, and then canceled it. Yummylicious is going to come up again to be like, wasn't there a pylon here a second ago? So he knows what's up. He knows what's coming. And he is responding by building a forge. And he's just going to put down a whole bunch of cannons and hope that he can hold off this proxy gate pressure. So Praetorian does have 2 gateways. Sounds about right. I don't think you can really go up to 3 gateways on this many probes and support it. Yummylicious is continuing to scout around. And, ooh, is he going to drop a pylon in there so he can warp in later? I think he might. In any case, he's got the probe there, so he's got the option. And we got... Oh. Wow, Praetorian's just like, screw it. All in. The observers are all totally crapping their pants. Because this is about as all in as it gets. And, oh, okay, decides to stop for a minute. They just need a coffee break. They just need to, you know... Yeah, and oh wow, Yummylicious is trying to wall off with cannons, but doesn't quite pull it off. Zeld arrives and starts hacking away, but I don't know if it's going to work up a Praetorian. I mean, he's got a lot of probes there, but for every probe he loses, he has to kill him. He has to 100% kill him with his attack. It's the only way he can win. Now, he does have a Zealot. Yummylicious does not yet have a Zealot, so if he can micro well and kill off pylons, and working on the pylons so that way the cannon can't do anything. Here we go, engaging in. There are 2 Zealots now. So Praetorian looks like he has the unit advantage. He's still trying to kill stuff. Yummylicious is trying to hold on. He has a single Zealot out now, but there are 2 Zealots for the opposing side. And Yummylicious is losing so much stuff. Let's just take a look at the worker count. Praetorian, wow, behind. He's equal now. Looks like Yummylicious did lose the Zealot. Praetorian still has a Zealot. The cannon does finish, though. And that is going to save Yummylicious. Praetorian forced to pull back. He does have more probes now. So they're sort of equalized, and now he's just going to go home and keep mining, and he's getting a probe out there. So Praetorian deciding, you know what, I want the 6th minute mark to be when the game restarts, because we both lose all of our probes. And then, yeah, so... Well, actually, I feel like Yummylicious needs to take this probe and just pull it back. He needs that. He really needs it to be mining right now. But instead, it's just still waiting there. Platinum players do nothing but amaze me with their terribility. Says the guy who just almost died to an all-in. I mean... Yeah. Again, I'm not trying to be mean to Yummylicious, but here's my take on the matter. If you almost die to something, or you do die to something, and then you say they're terrible, like, they beat you. I don't understand your logic. Not a GG. Yummylicious just a little bit... Wow, he's being a little bit bad manner here. I don't know if he's going to stay in this game for too much longer. But, yeah, I mean, I get that cheese can be annoying. Got a lot of pinging going down, wow. I get that cheese can be very annoying, and, you know, it feels unfair, but ultimately, you have to learn how to scout against it. You know, and it's one of those things where most of the time, if cheese is scouted and prepared against properly, you'll win, you know. So, seriously, observers, Seriously? Is this how it's gonna be? My mini-map is just exploding with light. Oh, man. Yeah, Blizzard, please. Make a feature where I can go into the options, which I'm not going to do right now because that'll pause the game and make it take even longer. But make a feature where I can go into the option and disable pinging in replays. I don't want to see it. Unless it's like a team game and it's just a single ping. Look out, there's a drop here. And like in a 4v4, like I actually appreciate that because then I'm like, okay, good. I know there's a drop coming. This is good to know. Looks like Praetorian's going for it. Yeah, Malicious does have some probes around the cannon. I guess he wants to do whole position micro. I don't know if that's really necessary. I mean, a single cannon could definitely deal with 3 zealots. At least I feel like it can. Yo Malicious continuing to be very defensive, trying to draw the zealots out, but they were on hold position. Very intelligent by Praetorian. And he's continuing to make zealots. Wow. Okay, good. He is getting the Cybercore now, so he will be able to get Stalkers pretty soon. And he's ahead economically because he did an all-in where he pulled all his probes. And yeah. But, yeah, I mean, on the topic of cheese and all-ins, because there's not too much else to talk about right now, you know, it's you see it even in top-level play. You know, I feel it's totally legit. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it can piss you off. But it's part of the game. You have to learn how to deal with it. And I feel the game is well balanced enough that in general, if you scout cheese well and you respond appropriately, you won't lose to it. You know, that's my thoughts on the matter. So let's see what else. Not too much else going on here. Praetorian has cut probe production, so he won't be at it economically too much longer. Oh wow, this zealot gonna die because it's on hold position. There we go. That one does die. Praetorian is starting to make Stalkers. Looks like he's dedicating all of his Chrono Boost to that. And once he has like 1 or 2 Stalkers, he'll be able to break this with these. And actually, he's going to be able to pick away at the pylons and kill them. And then the cannons will be unpowered, and there's not too much else that can go on. I have nothing to say about the pinging that's going on right now. Yep, there we go. All the cannons do unpower. The pylons that are being constructed right now will die. And this is definitely the end of the game for Young Malicious, pulling all of his probes. And I feel like at this point, just like, I'm just going to stay in the game as long as possible to be annoying because Praetorian cheesed me. So, as far as the next game goes, the only player that Samurai Faith has left is Balls of Steel, and he is a Master Zerg. So, it's going to be a Master versus a Platinum level player. So, I have to see what happens in that game. I feel like Praetorian might try to just do some sort of cheesy all-in again. Just because he's like, there's no way I can go up against a Masters level player in a long macro game. You know, I feel like that's what's going to happen. Wow, Praetorian somehow lost all of his Zealots? I don't know how that happened. Still got fighting going on, lots of pylons going down. He's like, I don't want these cannons to ever be unpowered ever. And at this point, if Praetorian wants, you can just swing around here and pick off probes in complete safety. For the moment, though, he's just going to keep taking down pylons. And Daedalus gets out of the game because he's like, yeah, this is over. There's no point. Got a ping. Yep, Praetorian is expanding behind this, so... yeah, I feel this is definitely over. And while I would never normally do this, I'm just going to speed this up because there's not much point in watching this any longer. And wow, this still goes on for a ways. The Nexus does go down. Is Malicious just going to scatter pylons? Seriously, Malicious? I mean, I get that this pisses you off, but at this point, all you're really doing is wasting people's time. So, yeah. You know what? I'm just going to X out of the game at this point. So, thank you guys for watching. That was definitely an odd game. Okay, there we go. Finally leaves. So, definitely an odd game. But, yeah, now this is the do-or-die match for Samurai Faith. Balls of Steel needs to win every single game from this point on. He needs to beat Praetorian. He needs to beat, Cow is the other one that DarkOnyx hasn't thrown out yet, and then he needs to beat Naples. We'll see what DarkOnyx decides to throw out next. I feel like they might want to keep their master player in reserve for an ace match, but yeah, so see you guys in Game 7.